Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you a CINDERACE team. Now, this is just not any ordinary CINDERACE team. Obviously, you see a Dracozolt with Choice Band on it, which is already questionable. At least for me, it's a little scary knowing that Hustle can make you miss, but there's a reason behind it, and there's a purpose behind it. If you guys don't recognize this team, then you probably weren't watching the Salt Lake City regional championships. This team is from Flyingfalcons, also known as VGC, who did receive top 16, 14th place to be specific, with a very interesting, Dracozolt team. Definitely does stand out amongst all the Zacian and Kyogres and Groudons that you typically see in the top 32. And there's also a CINDERACE on it, so I want to give CINDERACE another try. CINDERACE was probably not the best starter introduced in this generation, but definitely the second best, and for very good reason, right? Libero is an amazing ability, and no one can deny that, so let's try to make it happen today. This team is very hyper-offensive, and you guys know me, I love my hyper-offense. I mean, you got Life Orb, CINDERACE, you do have Whimsicott for speed control, you have Choice Band and Choice Specs on this team as well, and and Indeedee for redirection just to help you keep safe and to help you sweep even further. I'm sure with Whimsicott in the lead, Whimsicott then getting knocked out, followed into a switch into Indeedee is always detrimental, just to keep your sweeper alive for as long as possible. But with that said, if you guys are excited to see CINDERACE here on the channel, make sure to link Flying Falcon stuff down below in the description as well. But if you guys are excited to see CINDERACE, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and let's get on to these battles. Oh boy, it's the Charizard Groudon Sun team that wins every single regional. Well, I guess we will try our best, and we will see how we can handle this team. I mean, this is to be expected, right? It won Salt Lake City, it won Liverpool, so people are gonna play it. I'm thinking here CINDERACE is honestly pretty good into the matchup, though. There is the obvious fear. Also, just like a Scarfed Ogre is theoretically good, or a, an Ogre with not Choice Scarf, but the Tailwind is pretty good. But there's always that Groudon switch that can get a little bit irritating, but hey, we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna bring the CINDERACE in the back, and I think a Calyrex in the back does pretty well here. This is actually a jolly max speed Calyrex, by the way. I was looking at the EV spreads while I was looking for an opponent. It's a jolly max speed Calyrex. This team is as hyper offensive can get, which makes me happy and scares me at the same time. With Babiri Berry also. Groudon lead. Okay, so we're going to play the weather battle real early on. I'm max speed timid, so I'm going to lose the weather battle, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I do have the option of Dynamaxing. I just don't think it's the best option. I also do think a Water Spout is still my highest damage output. And since we already know we outspeed, let's just Helping Hand boost that so that we mitigate the sun reduction. Keep in mind, we're still Specs, we're still Stab, and we're still going for Helping Hand here. So, heck, I think this hurts. It also mitigates the Grimmsnarl probably having Protect. I should probably memorize that team sets, that would help me a lot for the ladder in the next coming days, is just knowing what they have. They're gonna Dynamax their big Groudon right away. Don't love that. And another reason why I don't want to Dynamax my Ogre here is because I feel like my CINDERACE in the back will actually prosper being in the sun, right? It'll actually be good for the CINDERACE. But yikes, a big Groudon is not what you want to see, Tom. Here's my Helping Hand. Let's see if the Grim has a Fake Out. Thunder Wave. Gonna miss. That's kind of big. Here's a Water Spout. That's big damage, right? I will take that. Groudon, fine. Set up your special defense. Take out my Ogre, probably. Okay, so now I definitely have to Tailwind. That was a crit. I'm honestly fine, right? I think by getting rid of Ogre, they just gave me the free swap into CINDERACE, which is all that I theoretically need right now. If I need that Ogre later, I'll figure that out later. I'm almost wondering if Calyrex is a thought. since they're going for Thunder Waves and stuff, I would at least have the Protect option with the Calyrex. And then be able to just Moonblast that spot. But it looks like I'm just going to have to play while being paralyzed. So I'll G-Max Fireball into this Groudon, and then I have to go for the Tailwind here, just to mitigate the paralysis coming from the Grim. But Groudon is not the Pokemon you want to be seeing right now. Alright, Groudon, show me what you got. I think we knock out, though. Right? I think we knock out. The G-Max Fireball in the Sun plus Life Orb. That's also a Sylvester Groudon, is it not? I mean, it could be. They could just be using the same 6 Pokemon and not the exact same... Oh, get me out. Are you kidding me? They're Trick and Thunder Wave? Oh, we still outspeed. Thanks. Cool. Awesome. I wonder why they didn't just Thunder Wave. It still doesn't do enough. Oh my goodness, Groudon's dumb. Fall by the Rockfall. We do take it. At the very least. Unfortunately, I can't Protect. I can go for Moonblast to knock out Groudon, or I can go for Moonblast to knock out the Grim. They did break my Sash there, though. I'm going to attempt again to go for the Airstream onto Groudon. I'm also going to go for the Moonblast onto Groudon. I gotta knock out this Groudon one way or another. I'll take either one at this point. And if we're going on the assumption that it is a Sylvester, and unfortunately I did just get the Paralysis plus the Iron Ball. It's not enough. It's not even close to enough. They Steel Spike, though. Can my Calyrex-Ice win this on its own? I honestly highly doubt it. Maybe because I'm in Tailwind it might have a chance, but... I don't know. I don't think so. And we're paralyzed. Are you kidding me, Tom? Dumb game. Absolutely garbage video game. The only good news is we might get a double KO here, but it might not matter in the end. If they have a Charizard in the bag, it definitely doesn't matter. Alright, well, we're Tailwind for, I think, another 2 turns. I'm going to try to get one final Airstream off. But honestly, my Cinderace is so slow that I don't think it matters. This Airstream would just be for my Calyrex-Ice. Yep, we are still the fastest, and this will just be a double KO. Hey, a +2, I guess, isn't bad. I guess what I should have done is Airstreamed my own Calyrex there. At that point, Airstream your own Calyrex to guarantee you get +1 speed. Plus Tailwind. Alright, cool. Chilling Rain, we're now +2. We have what it takes to sweep as long as we outspeed their Pokemon. If we're lucky, they just brought a bunch of Slowmons, right? They do still have a Gastro on the back that they might have wanted to bring against my Ogre. Oh, okay. Don't show me Charizard. Don't love that. Don't love it at all. We do have Babiri Berry, but I don't know if Babiri Berry will be enough to save me. I'm going to attempt a Pyro Ball. I could attempt a Pyro Ball Protect, but then I just take more sand damage for no reason. I think I just got to go for it. Just go for it. +2 Calyrex, Glacial Lance, max attack. Show me damage. We outspeed the Zacian. That's hilarious. Beautiful. It's not even a KO on Gastro, man. If my Cinderace somehow lives this turn, which I don't think it will. Calyrex lives, though. Did they double the Calyrex? Power Ball, connect. Yes! Okay. Goodbye, Zacian. If Calyrex somehow lives this turn, Cinderace is going to go down to Life Orb. Oh, no, they traded out my Life Orb. That's what you get for getting rid of my Life Orb. Ooh, okay, this feels good. I just remember they got rid of my Life Orb. I just win. I just win. Calyrex taking home the W, even though I had such a bad lead. Even though. I guess I'll reveal the Seed Bomb to them now. Just to add insult to injury, I had something for this Gastrodon that whole time. They won't even get to see it because they canceled. We're taking a W today. What is this? Okay. Every time I see an Articuno, I think it's going to Sheer Force me. Or Sheer Cold me. Honestly, could be their strategy, but it looks like maybe just like a Blizzard spam lead. Blizzard spam, double steel types, have an Ogre plus a Tailwind user on their team as well. Thankfully, no Intimidates on their side of the field, which is pretty nice. I do think a Cinderace Whim lead is probably our best option. Maybe a Dracozolt here. Definitely an Ogre, right? Let's do this. We're bringing the same 4 as last time. Those 4 worked, right? So do Whim, Cinderace, Ogre, Cali. And then if we get our Tailwind up before they get theirs up, then we should be in a pretty good spot. Or if we just get it up at the same time they get it up, we should also still be in a good spot. Because all we have to do is Dynamax and start Airstreaming things. And hopefully no one tricks an Iron Ball to us. The Iron Ball is interesting. I feel like the full Incense is technically better, but it does nerf the interesting lead. Okay. The Hail is going to break our Whimsy Sash. I could just take out the Ferrothorn right away. But I think I'm more concerned with this Ninetales getting up in Aurora Veil. So I'm doubling into Ninetales. I will deal with Ferrothorn the following turn. There's nothing Ferrothorn can do to these 2 Pokemon right now. Right? The Ferrothorn came here expecting an Ogre lead, but I got my Ogre in the back. But if I get rid of this Ninetales, I can stop the Aurora Veil. I can solidify my speed advantage because I'm going to get an Airstream up before they get anything up. And then I even have an extra turn of Tailwind if I want to click the Tailwind button later on down the line. I mean, the Ferrothorn could take advantage here to Gyro Ball my Whim and then let the Hail take me out, which would honestly make a lot of sense. But hey, they won't have Aurora Veil. Ooh, they protect though. Okay, they were not born yesterday. So I do think they're just gonna take the hit on the Whim. All right, I see you, big dog. I see you. Let's see what Pharaoh does. I Moonblast going into the Protect. Iron Defense. I guess I have to hit that now rather than later, huh? Man, what do I don't know what to do now. Like, what do I care more about? Hitting this Ferrothorn now or stopping their Aurora Veil? I mean, I'm in a bad option either way. Like, I'm tempted to just click this button then. I could do both, right? I could taunt Ninetales. What am I doing? I could do both. Why am I thinking so hard about this? I taunt Ninetales and I just start hitting the Ferrothorn. I also get away from being a flying type, which if the Ninetales is going to sit here in Blizzard is a good option. And also, thankfully, Ferrothorn did not Dynamax here, so this is still a lot of damage. It's still ×2. Get out of here! Get out! Iron Defense can't save you from a G-Max Fireball. Show me the Aurora Veil. Hey. Okay, best outcome for us. Absolutely 10 out of 10 outcome. Now, Whim. We still didn't set Tailwind up, by the way. We are holding this Tailwind up for as long as we can. They send in the Ogre, by all means. Sure. Send in ya foolish Ogre. I think I'm gonna Tailwind now. I honestly don't have to. It's just for my back mons. Part of me wants the Helping Hand so bad, but the Ogre might Dynamax. And then take out my Whim. I'm gonna Tailwind. I'm not gonna hold the Tailwind for too long because I feel like not getting Tailwind up in this situation could be bad for my Calyrex in the back. Could also be bad for my Ogre if it's trying to win a speed tie here. Right? The one good thing about my opponent's team is that their only form of speed control was their Talonflame, which they decided not to bring. They did Dynamax their Ogre here, so I think this was the right decision overall. Now let's see, did they decide to attack? They might actually go for the Hailstorm onto Whim to 1, knock out Whim, and 2, get the Hail back up so that they can go for Blizzards. And then Blizzard me while I'm a flying type. Oh, that'd be next level. Okay, we brought it down to about half. I like the sound of that. They just go for Moonblast. Okay, that's gonna hurt. And lower my special attack for whatever that's worth. They do go for the Hailstorm. Okay. Yeah, by Whim. So, what did we learn? Yes, Tailwind was worth, right? Tailwind was 100% worth. Because now our back mons have it. Now we can play a nice, fun game of, you know, setting the rain back up, going for spouts. Or bringing Calyrex and getting some stat boosts. I think I'm gonna play the spout game for now. Because we got rid of Ferrothorn. So this should just be kind of a free water spout spam until the end of the game. And if we're trying to keep the game nice and simple, then it's the way to go. We just click a button and win. The issue I'm gonna have here is probably gonna be with the Ogre. I'm gonna high jump kick it. Because I feel like that's my highest damage output versus that Ogre right now. Of course I can miss, but with Cinderace, that's just the game you play sometimes, you know? Like, I'm so afraid of using this this Dracozolt that I don't know if I'm going to bring it to the next battle. We'll see. If I can use it, I'll bring it. But if I can't use it, obviously I won't bring it. I'm so afraid to use it because it has the high chance of missing. 80% on all of its moves except for Aerial Ace. Gonna take out the Ogre, gonna take out the Ninetales, and then guess what? My opponent has 1 Pokemon left. Has to somehow beat us with 1 Pokemon. Honestly, Cinderace is impressing me, man. Cinderace is a monster. Brings out the Dialga. Well, good news for you. I have a fighting type move, and I will click it. If I miss it, that could be an issue. But we'll deal with that later. We also do have the Babiri Berry on our Calyrex in the back, which is super useful. Disgusting damage. Cinderace, 10 out of 10 Pokemon. What the heck is this Pokemon? Who created it? Why did they create it? Who thought it was okay? You didn't like Greninja in the game, so just didn't create another one. Oh, this is the James Beck team. I was gonna say another Talonflame. What's going on here? Okay. James Beck created this monstrosity. I mean that in a good way. So now we have to play against it. Good news is they have a bunch of fire weaknesses. So hey, Cinderace thrives, my friends. But ironically speaking... Okay, no. I was going to say Dracozolt was going to be a good Pokemon until I remember there's a Raichu there. Is this an Indeedee game? It could be. I could lead Indeedee Calyrex and just try to beat the Trick Room super hard. They have no Intimidate, so I feel like this might be a play. Indeedee Calyrex brings Cinderace in the back. Do we need Whim? Maybe, maybe not. think Ogre is better than Whim for this game. Like I said, they have speed control in the form of this Town Flame, which essentially forces them to bring it no matter what. And if they're forced to bring something, we know how to play against it at the very least. There isn't much Town Flame can do to my Calyrex-Ice, I don't think. I mean, it could have a fire move. They led Kyogre Bear Tick. They don't even care. Okay, so this is definitely a Swift Swim Bear Tick. And this is definitely concerning as well. But hey, Indeedee, save us. Save the king. Save the Calyrex. Indeedee, the sacrificial lamb. Even though it's not a lamb. What is it? What is an Indeedee? Let me know down below in the comment section. Alright, Psychic Seed is going to give us some Spadeferuni. Do we Helping Hand boost or do we just follow me? Like, real talk, I'm tempted to just, you know, click this button. But for some reason, I feel like I should click this button and also click this button. Hey, listen, we got 2 wins today. It's time to do something funky. It's time to do something crazy. It's time to make some memes, some dreams. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that this happens. If we're able to knock out a Kyogre this early on, huge news, right? And then next turn, what we can do is follow me and then undo the weather to get this bear out of the speed. They don't Dynamax either Mon yet. They go for the Spout. It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna do a crazy amount. Followed by the Throat Chop. Hey, also gonna hurt. Not gonna do a crazy amount. Calyrex is gonna hang in there, is gonna go for the Overgrow, and is gonna take this Ogre down, baby. Sayonara. Have a nice life. Never come back, you stupid whale. Now, this puts us in a position where the Bear Tick does still outspeed, obviously. But if they're going for Throat Chops, we could just guarantee the KO on our Indeedee, right? Just get rid of it. Get some health back too, which is always nice. We'll just follow me the Indeedee spot. Sack it off. Then bring in something, I guess, more useful. I don't want to say definitely more useful, but, you know. Something that can attack and hurt more. Could be the Ogre. Solgaleo. That is a little scary. I'm going to follow me. Do I take the shot here? I'm going to take the shot into Solgaleo. I'll take the shot. They're going to Dynamax Solgaleo. Of course they are. Okay, this could be bad. This is back to where I think I should have Dynamax Cinderace. Because I do believe a Throat Chop will be enough to knock out my Indeedee, unfortunately. And then Solgaleo is going to be able to attack my Calyrex-Ice. I can only hope that this is max HP Solgaleo and that my Calyrex, which is Jolly, can somehow outspeed. That would need to be a miracle and a half, though. Indeed, it does go down. All right. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, we have a Babiri Berry, though. Guys, remember our Babiri Berry. Have faith in the Babiri Berry. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Babiri Berry is gross. Absolutely amazing. I do wish I changed the weather, though. But oh well. Here's a Max Quake. Now let's see some damage. This is +1 Max Quake. That is not as much as I wanted it to do. And we just gave him weakness policy. Okay, I think we lost. I think this is definitely not going to go our way. At least the way it stands now. The one thing I could think of maybe doing is Sucker Punching twice into the Solgaleo and hoping it's enough. But keep in mind they do have +1. Yeah, I'm gonna save the ogre for the late game, and also when the weather runs out, I could bring it back in. The issue here is why this stupid Beartic is actually a threat to me because it's so fast. But hey, let's try a Sucker Punch twice, and let's max guard our last turn. One to just stall out their Dynamax turn, right? I honestly think it wasn't worth knocking out the ogre. Like, now that I'm looking at this and now that I'm thinking back, it's like, maybe we should have led with just like a Whimsicott, you know? Whimsicott and Cinderace, we probably would have been better off. Well, here's a Sucker Punch. That's damage. Let's not scoff at that. Are they locked onto this somehow? No, right? No, because they're Life Orb. Okay, so I guess Throat Chop is their best move. Did they double in? Oh, they did. They totally did. I could have outplayed that. If I doubled attacked, I could have outplayed it. Guys, never protect. Protect is a meaningless move. Never do it. That's the only thing that I could say honestly sometimes. It's just never protect. It never helps. It always hurts. All right, let's bring in our ogre now. I don't want to spout because this thing wants to Throat Chop. I think Origin Pulse is the better play and is the higher damage output. Yeah, I'll just double into Solgaleo. Ogre should be outspeeding Solgaleo, thankfully. There's the final Throat Chop into my Ogre. They're keeping my Calyrex alive, which is surprising. Oh no, they outspeed. Solgaleo outspeeds, or is that a speed tie? It might just outspeed. But they went for the Calyrex. Hold on. They did go for some special defense raise. If I crit the Solgaleo, I might have a chance. Otherwise, I just lose. Otherwise, it's just a loss. Hey, man, that's still damage, but it's not enough damage. That is unfortunate. So this Solgaleo must be just like max speed, right? So max speed Solgaleo goes to 97, and my Ogre is not even close. I guess you don't have to max speed it, because Ogre is base 90, and we're max speed. Oh, and they have a Bomb of Snow. GG's. We're definitely not winning now. Man, I think this is the Cinderace video. I should have brought Cinderace in the lead. It's all coming back down to me not bringing Cinderace. But regardless, that was a fun battle. GG's to my opponent. Fun team, right? And I felt like we actually... They did give us the opportunity to win, too. If we didn't protect Calyrex, we had the opportunity to win. Because then we would have been able to attack the Solgaleo again with a +1. And all they would have accomplished was taking out my Cinderace. So that was on us. Anyway, let's get you guys that rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Cinderace team. Make sure to grab it while it's out. Thank you again, Vishy, and congratulations on placing so well at the Salt Lake City Regionals, of course. This team is a lot of fun. It does include some pretty interesting mods and a lot of sleeper picks like the max speed Calyrex. Unfortunately, didn't get to see too much play in the last battle, but did tear it up every other battle that it was in. Cinderace tore it up every battle that was in as well, to the point where I think in that last battle, we had the opportunity to win, right? We had the opportunity. Had us just doubled attacked and expected my opponent to expect the protect, I guess that's what I have to like break in my VGC brain. It's just like maybe protect isn't always the best option, right? Because people are getting too smart nowadays. Protect always worked in 2014, right? No one cared. They were just like, oh, whatever, he's gonna protect, let him protect, I'm gonna hit him anyway. But nowadays it's like people are getting too smart for that, right? But regardless, fun battle overall. Fun battles in general, fun team. Grab it while it's out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Kevin with Pokésports. If you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and consider doing so. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a single rental code here. And yeah, have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.